वाकई में जैसे सुना था आज हमने देखा है कि जिस तरह से
India and
गुफाओं के
Japan
अंदर
urge all countries
चीज़
to
बनी हुई है,
resolve to
असल में
root
एक
out terrorist safe havens, eliminate financing channels and halt cross-border movement of terrorists. In 2+2 dialogue, both countries call upon Pakistan to take resolute and irreversible action against terrorist networks and fully comply with international commitments. Japanese Foreign Affairs Minister and Defence Minister call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister says India's relationship with Japan is a key component of our vision for peace, stability and prosperity of Indo-Pacific region, as well as a cornerstone of India's Act East policy. Over 64% polling recorded in the first phase of Jharkhand Assembly election in 13 constituencies of 6 districts in the state. Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena NCP Congress government wins floor test. In Maharashtra Assembly, Mahavikas Aghadi government gets 169 votes in favour. BJP stages a walkout, says Maharashtra Assembly session not held as per constitutional norms. As Modi 2.0 government completes 6 months in office, Prime Minister Narendra Modi says his government has taken numerous decisions for the development of the nation and will continue to walk the same path in the times to come. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prasar Bharati says there has been minimal violence in Jammu and Kashmir after partial abrogation of Article 370, and the minister says the government has been addressing the issues of economic challenges. Two Jawans martyred after Indian Army patrol hit by avalanche in Siachen Glacier. Army salutes the supreme sacrifice of Jawans. In sports, Indian women's volleyball team storms into the finals of the 13th South Asian Games, crushes Maldives in the first semi-final in a straight game. And India blank Pakistan 4-0 to earn a spot in the 2020 Davis Cup qualifiers. India will now face world number 2 Croatia for the qualifiers in an away tie. Leander Paes betters his own Davis Cup record by winning his 44th doubles match. Hello and welcome. You're watching DD India with me, Munnan Paracharya. Let's get started with our top story. India and Japan on Saturday held their inaugural Foreign and Defence Ministerial Dialogue with an aim to give further momentum to their special strategic partnership, particularly in the maritime domain. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar led the Indian delegation, while the Japanese side was headed by Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi and Minister of Defence Taro Kono. The talks under the new framework are taking place following a decision taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe during the 13th India-Japan Annual Summit last year. In the talks, the two sides exchanged views on the situation in the Indo-Pacific region and resolved to work for achieving a shared objective of peace, prosperity and progress in the region. The meeting also deliberated on various key facets of Indo-Japan defence and security cooperation. In his address, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that India's relationship with Japan has become a major factor in stability of Asia.
आज हमारे शेयर्ड वैल्यू तथा इंटरेस्ट की वजह से इंडिया जापान स्पेशल स्ट्रेटेजिक एंड ग्लोबल पार्टनरशिप ने मौजूदा ग्लोबल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक महत्वपूर्ण स्थान बना लिया है और जापान के साथ हमारा रिलेशनशिप एशिया में स्टेबिलिटी का एक मेजर फैक्टर बन चुका है और यह भारत की एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी की आधारशिला तथा इंडो पैसिफिक के हमारे विजन का एक सेंटर पीस है.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in his address said that the 2+2 dialogue reflects the synergy between India's Act East policy and Japan's vision for a free, open Indo-Pacific vision.
The fact that Japan is the only country with which India has an annual summit mechanism and a 2+2 ministerial dialogue, underscores the importance that India attaches to its relationship with Japan. Our dialogue today symbolizes the deep level of mutual trust and understanding between our two countries and reflects the synergy that we are witnessing between India's Act East policy and Japan's free and open Indo-Pacific vision.
Earlier, Japanese Foreign Affairs Minister Toshimitsu Motegi and Defence Minister Taro Kono called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi today. The Prime Minister welcomed the visiting ministers and expressed his satisfaction at the two sides being able to accomplish the goal set by Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Abe during the 13th India-Japan Annual Summit held in Japan in October 2018. The Prime Minister stressed the importance of all-round development in India-Japan relations for the benefit of the two peoples as well as the whole region and the world. PM Modi mentioned that regular high-level exchanges between the two countries are a testimony to the depth and strength of the relationship. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh met his Japanese counterpart Taro Kono in New Delhi today. The two leaders held discussions on a range of strategic issues, including the evolving security scenario in the Indo-Pacific region. The two ministers also deliberated on deepening ties in development of weapons and military hardware under the Technology Transfer Network and Framework. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also met Japanese Foreign Affairs Minister Toshimitsu Motegi ahead of the 2+2 ministerial dialogue in New Delhi. Japanese Defence Minister Taro Kono today visited the Indian Air Force base at Hindan, where he was given an overview of the IAF's organizational structure and its operational capabilities. The Japanese Defence Minister and accompanying delegation were received by senior Indian Air Force officers. The minister was given an overview about the Indian Air Force's organizational structure and operational capabilities of the Indian Air Force. He was also given a brief about the station, its operational role and assets available at the air base. And now news from assembly polls in Jharkhand. An estimated 64.44% polling was recorded in the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand on Saturday. 13 constituencies spread over 6 districts of Chatra, Palamu, Gumla, Garhwa, Latehar and Lohardaga went to polls in this phase. A maximum of over 71% voting was recorded in Lohardaga Assembly constituency, while 70% voting was registered in Bishunpur, followed by over 67% in Naxal-infested constituencies of Latehar and Bhavnathpur. Voting percentage has increased more than 1.15% in comparison to 2014 assembly elections. No major incident was reported during the polls. Electoral fortunes of 189 candidates, including 15 women, were in the fray. Addressing the media in Ranchi, Jharkhand's Chief Electoral Officer Vinay Kumar Chaubey said that the percentage is likely to increase after receiving the final poll figures. He said today's polling was challenging as most of the polling booths were in Naxal-infested areas. In Maharashtra, Shiv Sena-led Mahavikas Aghadi has won the trust vote in the State Assembly after all BJP MLAs staged a walkout. A total of 169 MLAs voted in favour of the confidence motion, while 4 members abstained. With 105 BJP MLAs absent, 0 votes were cast against the motion. Earlier, Congress leader Ashok Chavan proposed trust vote, while NCP's Nawab Malik and Shiv Sena's Sunil Prabhu seconded it. The BJP today staged a walkout from the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly ahead of the floor test for the Uddhav Thackeray-led government, alleging that the business of the House was conducted in violation of the constitutional norms. The opposition party alleged that it would take up the issue with Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari. Speaking to the media, former Chief Minister and BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis said not just the appointment of pro-tem speaker, but the session in itself is illegal and unconstitutional.
प्रोटेम स्पीकर को हटाकर संविधान को ताक पर रखकर ये सारी कार्रवाई यहाँ पर की गई, इसका भी हमने निषेध किया है। सारे नियमों को ताक पर रखकर इन्होंने स्पीकर के चुनाव से पहले फ्लोर टेस्ट का ऐलान किया। ये संविधान सम्मत इस प्रकार का काम नहीं है। हमने इसका ऑब्जेक्शन दिया है। संविधान के अनुसार जो सभागृह नहीं चलता उसमें हम काम नहीं कर सकते। हम संविधान अनुरूप ही काम करेंगे। इसलिए हम सबने इस सभागृह के कामकाज पर बहिष्कार डाला है।
In some tragic news, two army personnel were martyred after an avalanche hit their patrol at an altitude of about 18,000 feet in the southern Siachen Glacier in the Union Territory of Ladakh. Defense spokesperson said that an army patrol operating at an altitude of approximately 18,000 feet in southern Siachen Glacier was hit by an avalanche during the early hours of Saturday. The avalanche rescue team, following the patrol, immediately rushed and managed to locate and pull out all members of the patrol. Army helicopters too were simultaneously pressed into service to evacuate the avalanche victims. Despite the best efforts by medical teams, two army personnel, however, perished in the avalanche. Modi government 2.0 has completed 6 months in office. On the special occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his gratitude in a series of tweets. The Prime Minister said that in the last 6 months, his government has taken numerous decisions for the development of the nation and will continue to walk the same path in the times to come. He also used a special hashtag 6 months of India First along with the tweets. In his tweets, the PM said, and I quote, "During the last 6 months, we have taken numerous decisions that have furthered development, accelerated social empowerment and enhanced India's unity. We aspire to do even more in the times to come so that we create a prosperous and progressive new India." He further tweeted, inspired by the motto of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, and with the blessings of 130 crore Indians, the NDA government has continued working towards developing India and empowering the lives of 130 crore Indians with renewed vigor. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that the country maintained a composed reaction following the Supreme Court's verdict on Ayodhya land dispute, paving the way for building a magnificent Ram Mandir. Addressing the media in New Delhi today, he said there has been minimal violence in Jammu and Kashmir for the past 6 months. Highlighting other achievements of the government, the minister said that the government has been addressing economic challenges due to headwinds in the global economy.
A very fruitful parliament session, making important decisions in the interest of the nation, as we have seen abrogation of 370 and 35A has paved a way in Jammu Kashmir for a peaceful, good new beginning. The country has shown its restraint and very composed reaction after Ayodhya verdict. This government is continuously addressing the challenges, economic challenges, because of the headwinds in the global economy, and therefore in these 6 months many banking major reforms have taken place. More money has flown into the hands of people.
Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change Prakash Javadekar inaugurated the State Forest Ministers meeting in New Delhi. The meeting saw presence of about 12 forest ministers from states and senior forest officials of all states. Addressing a press conference after the meeting, Union Minister said that the meeting emphasized on the ways in which CAMPA funds can be utilized by states and also on water fodder augmentation and conservation.
Forest ministers of nearly 12 states and officers from all the states had gathered here to discuss how to utilize CAMPA funds more effectively and create more afforestation, more green cover with water and fodder augmentation and moisture management in forest areas, so as to avoid human-animal conflicts as well as improve the quality of forest in forest. And therefore, all this was a very positive discussion. We will ensure that the CAMPA funds 47,000 crore rupees will be utilized for greening India.
Union Minister for Labour and Employment Santosh Gangwar inaugurated the Pension Week beginning from today till the 6th of December. The aim of the Pension Week is to encourage enrolments for traders under the National Pension Scheme and self-employed persons under the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana. A central function was also inaugurated with the aim to bring 1 crore employees of unorganized sector and 50 lakh traders under the scheme within the current financial year.
Pension Week to encourage enrolments for traders under National Pension Scheme and self-employed persons under Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana was inaugurated in New Delhi. Union Minister for Labour and Employment Santosh Gangwar inaugurated the Pension Week with the aim to enroll 1 crore workers of the unorganized sector and 50 lakh traders under the pension scheme. The Pension Week began on November 30th and will go on till December 6th. The 3.5 lakh common service centres across the country will help beneficiaries in the enrolment process.
हमें आशा है कि अगले 6 सालों में करीब 3 करोड़ लघु व्यापारी, दुकानदार तथा स्वरोजगारियों को इस योजना से जोड़ने तथा 2019-20 के वित्तीय वर्ष में करीब 50 लाख लोगों को इस योजना के दायरे में लाने का हमने लक्ष्य रखा है। प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन योजना माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में प्रारंभ की थी। हमारी इच्छा है अगले मार्च 2020 तक हमारा लक्ष्य है कि कम से कम 1 करोड़ लोगों को इस योजना के अंतर्गत हम लोग ले आए।
Secretary of Labour and Employment Ministry Hiralal Samaria assured the beneficiaries that the money will be completely secure and the beneficiaries can withdraw from the scheme as per their convenience.
आपका जो पैसा बहुत ही सुरक्षित है और ये एक बैंक की तरह है। अगर आप बाहर निकलना चाहें इस स्कीम से तो आपको आपका पूरा मूलधन और उसके ऊपर जो ब्याज बनता है, इंटरेस्ट बनता है, वो भी आपको मिल जाएगा।
Under National Pension Scheme, traders and self-employed persons are eligible for a pension of 3,000 rupees every month after the age of 60. Under the scheme, monthly contribution for the subscriber ranges from rupees 55 to rupees 200 per month. The age of beneficiary should be between 18 to 40 years and should have an annual turnover of less than 1.5 crore. According to the scheme, the government will also deposit an equal amount. The Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana covers workers of the unorganized sector, including rickshaw pullers, domestic help, tailor, small-time shopkeepers and others. People who fall under age group of 18 to 40 years with a monthly income of less than 15,000 are eligible for the scheme. With Rishi Kumar in New Delhi, DD India.
Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan flagged off the walkathon for saving lives with the aim of encouraging people to donate organs. The minister congratulated NATO and said that in terms of organ donation, India is the most successful country after America. The event organized by NATO, which is the National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization, is an event to encourage people to donate organs and spread awareness about the importance of organ donation.
इस बात की खुशी है कि धीरे धीरे इसमें सारे देश का पार्टिसिपेशन हो रहा है और नाटो को भी मैं बधाई देता हूं कि अभी जो सारे देश से हम डाटास को इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं, रजिस्ट्री बना रहे हैं और जब पहली बार हम लोगों ने रजिस्ट्री बनाकर अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर प्रस्तुत की है तो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर से ही हम लोगों को पता लगा है कि अमेरिका के बाद सबसे ज़्यादा जो ट्रांसप्लांट का जो मूवमेंट है वो भारत के अंदर सफल है।
President Ramnath Kovind addressed the first alumni meeting of Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj University in Kanpur today. President inaugurated a magazine produced by the batch of 2019. Uttar Pradesh's Governor Anandiben Patel and Deputy Chief Minister Dinesh Sharma also attended the meeting. In his address, the President said that India's aim is to become a knowledge superpower.
भारत सरकार की नई शिक्षा नीति का लक्ष्य भी देश को नॉलेज सुपर पावर बनाने का है। ये लक्ष्य तभी पूरा हो सकता है जब शिक्षा संस्थाओं को जिज्ञासा, प्रयोग और कौशल का केंद्र बनाया जाए।
Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh today reviewed the passing out parade at National Defence Academy in Pune. Addressing the cadets, the Raksha Mantri said that Pakistan was indulging in a proxy war as it had realized that it cannot win a conventional one. He added the path of a proxy war chosen by Pakistan would only lead it to its defeat. He also expressed gratitude to the parents for sending their sons in the service of the nation.
आज एनडीए के 137th कोर्स की पासिंग आउट परेड का रिव्यू करते हुए मुझे बेहद खुशी हो रही है। मैं आभारी हूं इन सभी कैडेट्स के परिवार वालों का जिन्होंने अपना बेटा देश की हिफाजत के लिए भारतीय सेनाओं को सौंप दिया है। आपने इस देश की रक्षा परंपरा से जुड़कर अपने भारतीय होने का सच्चा फर्ज निभाया है। आपने अपनी जिंदगी में सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट की जगह सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन को चुना है। सच्चे और अच्छे भारतीय होने का अर्थ है देश सेवा को अपना फर्ज समझना और अपना फर्ज पूरी जिम्मेदारी के साथ निभाना।
In international news, a US congressional panel on Friday gave President Donald Trump 1 week to say whether his legal counsel intends to introduce evidence and call witnesses in upcoming impeachment proceedings that could lead to formal charges of misconduct within a few weeks. The procedures set out rules by which the president can call witnesses, introduce evidence and make presentations. Panel Democratic chairman said the same deadline for Republican lawmakers on the committee to notify him about intended witnesses and evidence and scheduled a December 9th meeting to consider the matter. The Judiciary panel is expected to hold a series of impeachment proceedings, including an initial hearing on Wednesday at which legal experts are due to testify about the constitutional grounds for impeachment. The ultimate verdict could come in next year's US elections for President and the Congress. Preparations were underway at Madrid's IFEMA Pavilion, which will host the United Nations Climate Summit of Cooperation of Parties or COP25 from the 2nd of December. The COP25 will focus on ambition and action. There will be special days with representatives from different countries, which will focus on key aspects of combating climate change. Although the conference will be held in Madrid due to the social unrest in the Chilean capital Santiago in Chile will still preside over the COP25. India will participate in COP25 with a constructive and positive outlook to work towards protecting its long-term development interests. In sports news, India blanked Pakistan 4-0 on Saturday to earn a spot in the 2020 Davis Cup qualifiers. Veteran Leander Pace bettered his own Davis Cup record by winning his 44th doubles match, this time partnering debutant Jeevan Neduchezi Yain. Pakistani teenagers Mohammad Shoaib and Hafeza Abdul Rahman were no match for the Indian combination of the battle-hardened Pace and Jeevan, who needed just 53 minutes to win 6-1, 6-3. In the reverse singles, Sumit Nagal trounced Yusuf Khalil 6-1, 6-0 for his second straight win. India will now face world number 2 Croatia for the qualifiers in an away tie to be held on the 6th and 7th of March. 24 nations will go head-to-head in a bid to win one of 12 qualifying spots for the Davis Cup finals. Indian women's volleyball team has stormed into the final of the 13th South Asian Games on Saturday. In the first semi-final, India crushed Maldives in a straight game by 25-14, 25-6, 25-17 in Kathmandu. Indian girls made a good start and easily won the first two games. In the third game, Maldives tried to give some a fight, but India finally won by 25-17. In men's section, India will take on Sri Lanka in the first semi-final on Sunday, while the second semi-final will be played between Pakistan and Bangladesh in the afternoon. The opening ceremony of the games will be held in the evening. President of Nepal, Vidya Devi Bhandari, will declare the games open, the biggest sporting extravaganza of South Asia. During the 10-day event, 2,715 athletes will compete for 1,119 medals, including 319 gold in 26 game categories. As many as 487 athletes from India participating in the games. The closing ceremony will be held on the 10th of December. The Fit India movement is gaining prominence every day, with more and more schools joining the initiative to make students fit and healthy. St. Anthony's School launched an innovative program where students through Zumba and yoga balance mind and body.
Health and fitness are key to a long, active and enjoyable life. With Prime Minister Narendra Modi urging students, parents and teachers to participate in the Fit India program, schools around the country are leaving no stone unturned to make it a mass movement. Keeping all the prerequisites of staying healthy and fit, St. Anthony's Senior Secondary School in the national capital included all forms of physical activities. Activities like yoga, Zumba, mass PT and regular exercises are practiced on a daily basis to keep children agile throughout the day.
I think that Fit India is extremely important nowadays, especially since it helps us to boost the confidence of our youth. We hear many cases of bullying and body shaming and all of that. So Fit India plays a vital role in maintaining boosting the confidence of a child.
We as students, we need to maintain our bodies really healthy. We eat junk food, we eat all sorts of stuff, and I think it's so important to just, exercise and make sure that our body remains healthy at least. And not only just for the body, but for the mental health, I think. So it's very important.
Idea of being fit is to get up and just do it. Many of us, including me, we are just procrastinating and we don't want to do something that requires some work. Fit India is encouraging younger generation people as well as older ones to come out and be someone that they can love themselves.
Well, let's face the fact, we do receive adulterated food nowadays. Even the environment is not good. And then if we don't exercise ourselves, then where do we go? Our fitness is in our own hands.
Hours of studying burn mental energy, but both the body and the mind needs physical exercise to function at their peak. Exercising helps trigger endorphins, which improve the prioritizing function of the brain, thus helping a student to prioritize studies and manage stress.
The term Fit India movement, that's a great initiative done by our Prime Minister, I would say that. So we are happy about that. So it is said fit mind resides in a fit body. So you need to have your mind fit, body fit. So our girls are all into it. We do our best to keep our girls fit in mind and body. We want them to live a life balanced, emotionally balanced, mentally balanced, physically balanced.
The school often conducts literary, cultural and physical activities to help remind the students the importance of staying fit. Taposh Bhattacharya's report, DD News, Delhi.
That's it then in this edition of the news. Thanks for watching.